to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, we'd like to begin the meeting with the public comment period, and we'll have two public comment periods. The first comment period will be on agenda items only. We have 3 minutes to speak, so items that are on the agenda. Anybody have any public comments?
Well, it's on the agenda, but would you be willing to read out, when you get to it, the superintendent's report?
The superintendent's report.
So I don't have to do it right to know, please?
Okay, if
We don't have a superintendent's report tonight.
we don't have one. There you go.
Okay, so you're gonna have to do it
All right,
right
there
to
we
know.
Here comes the right to know. I'll type tomorrow.
What's that? Okay.
Okay, any other public comments on the agenda items only? Okay, thank you. Okay, then we'll move on to the treasurer's report. And we have a copy of it in our folders, and we'll need to have a motion to approve the treasurer's report and pay the bills.
I can make that motion.
Thank you. Do we have a second?
I can second
Thank you. All in favor?
that. Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Okay, the motion to approve the regular meeting minutes of August 4th, which is in our packet. And we have a motion. Okay, do we have a second?
I'll make a second.
Thank you, Derek. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? No. Okay, motion passes. Okay, mayor's report. Larry's not here, we don't have a mayor's report. Police report we have in our packet. Superintendent's report, none at this time. And that brings us to Missy, the engineer's report.
Okay, I just have a few things, for the water tank coating project, the Commonwealth Financing Authority should meet on September 16th, but hopefully we'll hear about that then. I will prepare the T-Mobile Hometown Grant, application by September 30th. Jeff and I talked about using the monies for streetlights. That grant you have to purchase and install within a certain period of time, so I think that's the best option for the borough. We're also working on coordinating survey of the project area down on, Waring Drive by the Castle Inn. I think the last thing I have is just to let the borough know that the gas station project, the contractor has told me it was complete. I went out there today, it looks good. I have to go out and take some measurements, make sure everything is ADA compliant. And then, next month you should see a pay application for them.
And
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. And I assume PennDOT has to also do their inspection?
Yeah, they should be out there. If they haven't been out already, they may have had somebody out there during construction. But I'll follow up with them and make sure everything's in line.
Just sign off on it.
Yep.
Great, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, fire department.
I guess that's me.
Yeah.
So last meeting I couldn't make it, we had a fire call. To go back to the meeting before that, I know Larry and some people from the council asked if the public can come to our business meetings. I spoke to my body, we have no issue with it, we have nothing to hide, you guys are more than welcome to come. I don't know if Tim brought this up for me or not. The AED that was brought up to council about having one outside the firehouse 3-4 years ago is finally up outside the firehouse. Anybody needs it, still have to call 911, doesn't send a single to anybody, so it's there if it's needed, it's by the bay doors. Other than that, that's all I got.
Awesome, thank you, Tim.
Thank you. The other Tim.
Emergency Management Coordinators report, zoning officer, anything from the zoning officer report?
No.
Not at this time, okay. Okay, solicitors report, and we don't have anything at this time, okay, thank you. Okay, then we will move on to new business, we have quite a few motions and votes to adopt resolutions, and the first is to fill the vacancy from Lisa Paulette, which the term expires on December 31st of '27. So we know we have a little over 2 years left on it. And luckily, we have a volunteer who has been nominated by council and discuss what would be involved, and we'd like to, and we're within the 30.
Yep, I think
days.
first what would happen is someone would make a motion to nominate somebody, and then you would vote on that, and then if that was approved, then you would make a motion to pass the resolution appointing them to the chair.
Okay,
Okay.
so we need to have a motion to nominate Bruno Henning. And,
I'll make that motion to nominate Bruno Henning
okay,
to fill that spot.
all right, and second,
I'll second.
thank you. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? No. Motion passes. Okay, so we nominated him. Now, we have to fill the vacancy, right?
Yeah, then it's just a matter of passing, a motion to, pass the resolution nominating, appointing him to.
Okay, all right, so we're gonna make another motion to pass a resolution to fill the vacancy by Bruno Henning now that he's been nominated. Can we have a motion on that?
I'll make that.
Thank you, and a second?
I can second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion passes, thank you.
Take your seat. Take your seat.
And technically it goes until January 2nd, 2028, because it's the day before the
Right, right.
reorganization meeting.
Right. Term expires.
Now you're stuck.
Maybe you're stuck.
Maybe you can work with the. Who works with the
It's
mayor?
like-
Can you do it? Well,
Yeah, I
You can check in, you can never leave.
Larry Freshburn can do
I
it.
have the paperwork,
Okay.
that if Larry wants to do it, whatever Bruno wants. whoever
Okay, you can do it.
has his choice.
So you'll have to talk to Allison, she can swear you in.
No problem.
I state your name.
Done that many times.
Okay, next on the agenda, we have a yearly maintenance agreement with PennDOT that is part of the winter maintenance program, and we need to have a motion to adopt it. The agreement and the costs are in the packet. So we need to discuss or have a motion to adopt that winter maintenance agreement.
So it's the maintenance agreement, and then it's a resolution which that appoints Charlie to be the person as vice president to sign the agreement on behalf of the borough.
Okay, do we have a,
So the first
have a
one's
motion?
Yes.
Okay, and do we have a
I'll
second?
second.
Thank you, Jeff. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
It can be a joint motion, Allison, to pass to accept the agreement and pass the resolution.
Okay, so we can just do one, roll them into one. Okay, perfect.
Excellent, thank you. Okay, the Coda Festival coming up this weekend. We have to ratify a vote for the borough to be the entity requesting transportation from Monroe County Transportation Authority for the shuttle van that will transport people from the festival parking area down by the train station, correct? Right, Jeff?
I'll make that motion.
Fiscal site, so, need that motion?
I'll second that.
Okay, great, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay.
Pray for good weather.
I think it's
We've
supposed to
had
be.
some bad luck in the
Is it supposed to?
Huh?
I think it's supposed to look good.
It does look good.
Okay, good.
If it's like last week, great.
Transportation Authority people are on time.
You say like a friend.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. Okay, we're gonna move on to, we have a motion that we would like to approve our updated 2025 subdivision land development application. We have an application on file that has been rejuvenated and updated for any site development projects. And once the application is done, then the steps that would be required with site development itself and permits and so on. But it's just a basic application that anybody who's doing site development for a subdivision would need to fill out and hand in at the office. And it's been updated, and we'd like to, and the fees also been updated, correct?
No, we haven't changed the fee.
The fee is the same?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So, we'd like a motion to approve the updated application form for the site, subdivision land development.
I'll make that motion.
Okay, thank you, Derek. Second?
I'll second.
Thank you. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. Motion passes. Okay, last month we discussed and passed a change in the part-time police officer position, hoping to attract additional police officers, and we need a motion now to advertise that on Indeed, to advertise the position, to hopefully get some applicants. And the amount of time listing it on Indeed would be determined by the responses we get, possibly 2 weeks, something like that, see what happens, see if there are applicants, and then if we need to continue advertising, to be discussed. So we'd like a motion to advertise it on Indeed, the part-time police officer position.
I'll make that motion to advertise on Indeed.
Okay, thank you. Second?
I'll second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, any opposed? Great, motion passes. Okay. Okay, one of the items that is up for renewal is our website contract with the company that maintains it and fixes anything that comes up. The company is the town web. The upgrade fee, which is a one-time fee for the renewal of the contract, which is a 3-year contract. The one-time upgrade fee is $1,220. And then the annual fee for the second year for maintenance is $620, and the third year $620. And that would take us up through 9/1 of 2028. It's the same company that we've had, and they, when I just discussed it with Allison and others, it's reliable, and they take care of things, right, on time.
Those things when I need them.
So we'd like a motion to renew the contract and sign their new proposal with the new fees and continue with them instead of having to try to seek out another one or change services.
Are the fees radically different from what they were before?
$100 more.
$100 more for
Per
the
year?
minutes.
I'll make the motion.
Great, do we have a second?
I'll second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Derek, we have the motion for the repair leak on the water tank, if you'd like to.
Yeah, so
Sure.
the tank is a 500,000 or 450,000 gallon tank. It's made up of paneled steel sections that are bolted together to each other panel, and it's sealed with gasketing material. Over time, the gaskets have to be retightened and wherever you have a leak. And so right now, there's just one leak on the tank. And Stoll Foods is really the only contractor I know that does this type of work on tanks. And I'd like to go forward with this repair. And that's why I'm requesting that. It obviously would be paid for by the water department.
And the fee for the repair is approximately $3,750, right?
3,700 or 3,750.
Come in and do the repair.
Yep.
Okay,
How bad a leak is it?
It's not bad. I mean, when I first got involved, there were a lot of leaks on tanks. Stoll Foods came out. They got, I wanna say like 90% of them. Or this one might not have been there, but there were so many other leaks you couldn't really pinpoint this one. Now, this one, you see because the entire tank is dry and it's been so dry out, you see any kind of water coming down. So this is basically from 2 levels up to 1 section. I basically took a video of it, sent it to Jamie Stoll Foods, he says, yeah. So, that's where we stand, so.
Based on my vast experience, the leak's not getting better.
Yeah, we don't get that. We want to know more. But really, this is the only leak that's on the tank right now. Like Missy said, we're looking at, we'll find out in the middle of the month whether or not we get this other grant. So, Stoll Foods has done a lot of work on the tank before. They've done a really good job. The trouble with this type of tank is there's always a chance of gasketing failing, and that's why they don't make tanks like this anymore. So you just gotta stay on top of it. So when you got a leak, you really wanna.
So what
They're
about
sealed,
if you
it's
coat
layers,
it?
right?
If you coat it, you're still gonna have these kinds of leaks.
Well,
that
that's,
pop through?
right, so the price we got, or the grant that we applied for, was for coating the inside and the outside. So the inside, to do the inside, we're looking at about $700,000, the inside and the outside. Because with that, you have to take the tank offline, you install temporary storage tanks, and you're running those tanks while the tank is being coated. The Portland, about, I don't know how many years ago, maybe 3 or 4 years ago, they had the same, almost identical style tank. They did not have any leaks at all. It seems like the gasketing material was either put in, I don't know, not differently, but for some reason their tank was not. They just did the outside of the tank. We recently had a contractor drop a camera into the tank with a light, with a little propeller that kind of go around. The inside of the tank looks great. There's no rust. The paint is well maintained on the inside. So obviously, depending on what we get from the grant, if we get anything, we'll really kind of determine which direction we want to go and either just do the outside or do the outside and the inside.
Right.
So, but right now, irregardless of which way we go, you still have to fix it.
Yeah, it sounds like an emergency.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
And Flex Seal won't work on that? Flex Seal won't work on that? I've seen him cut the bottom of a boat out and put a screen and Flex Seal it, and it did sink. So that's a no?
I have no idea.
The tank, it's in layers, right? It's in layers, horizontal seams.
No, they're not panels, they're not welded, they are bolted together, and the overlap area from panel to panel, I wanna say maybe 8 inches. It's bolted with a period, with a piece of gasket material. But,
It's a rubber gasket?
I don't know what material of the gasket is.
It's dry.
But we,
It's a
you
dry
know,
gasket.
that being said, where we were 6, 7 years ago, there was a lot of leaks on this thing. Now it's down to just one minor leak, and that's what this guy is. But you gotta stay on top of it. If you see a leak, you wanna jump on it, and that's what this guy is.
Okay, so we'd like a motion to
Made the motion.
repair the
Wayne
leak.
made a motion with the fact that like we
I made a motion on that basis.
I'll
Yep.
second that motion on that one.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, motion passes. Okay, and lastly, just an appointment for, we don't need a, right. We're going to appoint, we'd like to appoint, unless there's any opposition to it, we'd like to appoint Mayor Larry Freshcorn to the Personnel Committee for the Borough Council. Currently, I'm the only personnel person, since Lisa is no longer on council.
Feeling well.
It looks like the community.
Yeah, so it's a necessary thing to have a second person, and Larry agreed to do it when we spoke with him. So, we'd like to, unless there's any opposition, appoint Larry to be on the personnel committee.
Sounds good to me.
All good.
Okay. All right. Old business. Stormwater management ordinance, nothing there. Anything about firehouse renovations? I know Larry has been speaking.
Yeah, I'm waiting on Larry for another meeting on what
Okay,
we found
yeah,
so far, that's
yeah.
it.
And I know there's nothing new with the parking ticket increase due tow.
We still don't have anything from the judge.
Okay, all right, and Larry's on the next one, also the generator, he's getting the quotes from the electrician, and the quotes from the, gas company about, from UGI about connecting, permanent gas line for the generator. A building modernization project, Jeff?
So, yeah, we're still, waiting for, a benefactor, a grant with no matching to get rolling on this. Politically it hasn't been ideal for us,
Yeah,
but we're waiting and watching. So
yeah,
we've got the plan, we just need to get funded.
okay, thank you. Okay, committee reports. Derek, anything else about water? We're up to date on the water.
Yep, we're up to date.
And budget and finance, I know that met in August and began that process. Personnel, there's nothing at this time. Roads and building and maintenance, we have, Zach Booth has, we met last week and are preparing to advertise the sale of the old dump truck, and we have the updated quotes for the purchase of the new one, and working with the dealers to try to get the best deal.
Well, nice.
Yep, through the CoStar program. Parks and Recreation, Ian's not here. Any special projects, economic development, marketing, Friends of Delaware Water. Tammy?
Why are you looking at me? I'm working on a few things for this fall. I'm gonna try to, bring back the Scarecrow contest, working on a fall festival with some of the businesses and Economic Development Committee. This is more for cemetery, but we're I guess gonna have to start working on the movies in the cemetery, which will be coming up. And pumpkin carving contest. And then a possible, I'm still looking into this, but like dress up your home front or business type of thing for fall, Halloweenish type of whatever, so.
Your dog, let's do a pet parade.
We can do a pet parade, so.
That made me think about, what was the thing that, the American 250 thing, was it cats? Am I making that up, or is it not cats?
Oh, cats, yeah, it's cats, yeah.
American.
They're all over.
Yeah.
No, was that the 250 or, no, that's the Keystone Project, the 250.
Keystone Project's something separate, but the cats,
The cats, the pool cats is,
same guy. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it with 250 or was it with something else?
I think it's like current, isn't it?
Stroudsburg.
It's like
It is,
the
right?
snowman.
Cats
It's not
Yeah.
necessarily a 250 thing, it's a yearly,
Yeah, with the snowman, yeah.
yeah.
like the snowman.
Yes.
So it's like cats and people can decorate them with the places, but like it just seems Halloweenish to me, I don't know.
Oh,
They're not necessarily black cats, I don't know.
I can look into something.
Okay, thank you. And Open Space and Trails is Ian, Planning Commission, zoning, we're hearing, and COG finally.
No discussion of anything other than their golf outing.
Okay, very good. Okay, all right, we'll move to any public comments that were non-agenda items. Okay, yeah.
So we're in the middle of a project in the corner of Kimberly and Cherry Valley Road. You're familiar with that project, right? Okay. Now, this is a retro engineering project, I'm assuming, because what we're looking at is a project that just wasn't up to snuff originally, correct? So I just, am I correct or am I wrong?
That it wasn't up to snuff?
That it wasn't,
I don't-
okay, it's failing. The drains are failing or they're not doing their job.
Well, I don't think that the drains are failing, I think it's an improvement.
Okay, an improvement, so there are no chargebacks associated with that specific project to whoever originally scoped that project. So, moving forward, the charges associated with any action that's being taken on the corner of Kimberly and Cherry Valley specific to a project that wasn't, well, I don't know, it's just semantics, you know, the way you wanna look at it. Where's that money coming from?
Your pocket.
Thanks. There you go, there you go, that's the point. And so, I think a little more scrutiny prior to, you know, I mean, I'm an engineer, I look at things and I say, hey, look, it's cause and effect. And I'm looking at this and I'm saying, hey, gravitational marriage, gravity, oh, you name it, it should have been addressed. So, how is that going to affect us, our pocket? Okay. Okay, got it?
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, no, thank you very much.
I have a question going back to what he just said, I guess. It was hard to understand him, but you're saying that the drains were not failing in any way. This is just an improvement project to a project that had previously been done, correct?
From what I understand, Missy, it's an addition to the existing structures that are there with the inlets and curbing and.
Well, it's actually a retro engineering project, it's
To
not an
control-
addition, it's a retro engineering project.
To allow drainage to be diverted and collected into the inlets and the basins that are under the street, right?
Right, so we're improving that for everyone in the borough, so I'm not understanding your objection to that.
Well, I didn't say objection, I'm more concerned with the term is retro engineering. It was done properly the first time.
Well, we're
At
not
a-
saying
at
it
whatever
wasn't
cost,
done
whatever cost.
properly.
Years ago.
Whatever, yeah, but whatever cost was associated with that is coming out of our taxpayer dollars. I was just very curious as to who's paying for that. That's all, Tim, no big deal. I'm just very curious as to who's paying for that and if we're paying for it.
Well, who else would be paying for it?
Well, but
I
did we
mean,
not
there was
pay
a
for
bond.
the first,
There
did we
was a
not pay for the
bond.
first project?
What's that?
Did we not pay for the first project?
Yes,
And
and there was a
did we not
bond.
sign off on the first project?
Yes.
Okay, so why did we sign off on a project that,
Because we didn't know at the time that there was a problem there.
okay, so there was
The
no,
project was a grant. That was
there you go,
The project
right,
was a
that's the
grant.
key word, thanks, Allison.
The
So
first
grant,
Yeah.
I see. Mhm.
So it saved taxpayers money by getting a
Gotcha,
grant,
gotcha,
and now we're
gotcha.
just
Okay,
improving
that's
on
all. So, there's no,
it. Okay, I'm just making it clear.
I thought I was very clear.
You
I'm
were.
doing my best, well, I think I was, I'm speaking the English language, I'm sorry if it's.
It's hard
you
to
know,
understand
yeah,
you.
I'm sure it is. But needless to say,
It's funny.
the money, yeah, it's funny. The money that's coming out of the borough tax fund, or where is this money coming out of for this project?
Money was voted on and approved by council to do some additional work for drainage.
Okay, great. Thank you. That's it.
Okay, great, thank
Just
you.
a curiosity. That's all.
Yep,
Thank you very much.
Anybody else on,
So in regard to the
comments and
project,
non-agenda items?
Yeah.
Marty?
was that, so did we engineer the retro, whatever he's calling it?
Melissa did plans for the
Yeah.
work that's being done now,
And was that,
right? I did plans for the curb,
the project they're doing now?
yes, but but not the inlets. I did plans for the curb.
So,
The inlets were suggested by the contractor.
Which is good, by the way.
so who's doing the inlet project?
Well, it's, I mean, they're lowering the inlets by 2 inches. It's,
It's a mitigation issue, I think, right, which is what you addressed, and that was good.
Mhm.
That's what needed to be done.
yeah.
Yeah, I have a question about the budget. I downloaded a budget from 2024 and 2025. I was just curious because one item that I saw, maybe, I mean, I'm not an expert by any means, but what is a real estate transfer taxes? It shows as an income. Is that when the house is sold, 2% goes to the town? Yeah, that's what I thought. And when I thought about it, it says here, $3,000. I understand it was just an estimate at the time, and it's on 2024. But based on the just record out there, just on the Zillow, there has been sales approximately $1.5 million of last year. So that brings us that amount of 2% to 30,000. So we're talking about discrepancy of 10 times of extra money that the township got. And also, the same is this year for the 25. The estimate is 3,000. So far, up until now, there has been sales close to, again, $1.5 million of total properties this year. So the town already collected close to 30,000. So I just wondering what is usually going on with extra money, and it's not a small amount now. I haven't looked in 23, but I suspect it's very similar situation, talking about 20 to 25,000 extra that wasn't anticipated and it's been going on.
That still has time to get into the general budget in this year or next year.
Yeah, but
So it'll be absorbed into the budget.
And the borough doesn't get the whole 2%. 1% is a state tax, and then the other 1% goes between the local municipality and possibly the school district. So it's not, so you don't take the full 2%, we don't get the full.
yeah, that kind of,
That line item in the budget is basically an educated guess.
yeah, I understand. It's hard to predict.
But
If
that's
if
not
we
on
go over,
P&L,
that's
isn't
great.
it? It's a P&L.
This is
right?
a budget from,
And Vlad, some of those numbers are, like what Bill said, they're guesstimates or what
yeah,
is it?
I
They're
understand. that.
guesstimates, so it's
Yeah,
not.
but I was just wondering what happens when, like, the budget has something and the revenue is more than they estimate. So what happens?
It
with
just
that?
goes into
the general fund.
Yeah,
Goes into
it
the
goes
fund.
to the general fund.
And you're talking about just one side. You have pluses and minuses, and hopefully, and generally, they tend to marry each other pretty good.
But shouldn't you raise your estimate because, I mean, the house is probably like double in value since you started this.
We would do that, but down here, there might be 3 other projects that need to get done, that has to be absorbed into.
And Vlad,
But
these,
at least it's good that you're looking at it, keeping us honest.
It's Dimitri.
Dimitri,
Yeah, some of
not
us
Vlad.
look at it.
That's Dimitri.
Yeah, and if you don't mind, I have another question about, maybe it's about like, water, more like a municipal authority, which I noticed
Municipal
that.
authority is sewer.
You're right, because they have their own like website and they also published the similar agenda similar to this meeting. But unlike this meeting, they only publish agenda, they never upload the notes of what was going on. And it kind of bothers me because I want to see everything that was discussed and resolution, everything. I don't want to only see agendas.
I haven't,
And I know they take notes because I asked my son, he's now on the committee. He said, oh yeah, they do take notes, but they just never upload
They just
it.
don't tell you.
He's learning.
Yeah, he's learning.
So the real estate transfer, the portion that does go to the borough is 0.5%, 0.5%.
So it's half a percentage, so 1% goes to the state, half a percentage comes to the borough, and half a percentage goes to
Okay.
the school
I
district.
guess, yeah, I thought the whole 2% goes to the.
Yeah, I think so.
We'll cut that number by 7.
Good discussion.
Yep, very good, thank you. Yeah. Okay, any other public comment? Okay, I think Marty was next.
Yeah, good.
I just more, apparently I wasn't here when they were talking about that whole inlet project. Was that bid out? Did anybody,
No, it was under the threshold.
I see. And how was the contractor selected?
That was up to the borough.
Yeah, there were several contractors that came and scoped it out and read through the spec sheet and put their,
All right, so
Put their
are we
estimates in.
inspecting that project then?
I'll be there tomorrow.
Okay. Okay, that's it.
okay, thanks, Tim.
I think this question might go to Allison. Are we renewing the contract with, Smithfield to pick up our leaves this year?
Yes.
Okay. And
And
what's the increase? How much is the increase?
She didn't tell me there was an increase, but I
Okay.
did mention to her she was gonna send over the letter.
Okay, cool.
She hasn't sent it yet, but I'll remind her, cause it's coming up.
Yes, yeah, definitely, they're falling now.
I don't think they're gonna raise it, she didn't tell me about increase in price, so.
Excellent.
It's a pretty good deal.
And I just wanna mention that, they are paving River Road tomorrow from Buttermilk Falls all the way up to the train track, so avoid the area if you can, so Chris and his crew can get it done.
Yeah, thank you,
Yeah.
thank you. The leaf pickup, that's just is that a one day?
No, they come like 5 times, 4 or 5
4 or 5
times,
times, okay.
between like
That's just for
October
my house.
and
Okay, thank you. Okay, any other public comments on non-agenda items? Okay, great. I guess the next work session is going to be on September 15th in 2 weeks, and at 6 p.m. And then the council meeting the following 2 weeks in October 6th. So anything else at this time? Okay, we'd like to make a motion for adjournment.
I'll second.
Someone down there, Wayne did.
Wayne made the motion, Derek seconded.